Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to make a video before the new year. So kind of logged back into my channel and saw some previous comments and kind of made me laugh about 2020 and 2023 as certain things. Like I was calling Shopify, Nvidia, Meta, and things like that. Basically what I was buying all 2022 and 2023. Been very quiet this year. Had a lot going on, but I'm going to really put a focus in 2025 of making daily or bi-daily videos of the market and what I think. Uh, basically just giving you my opinion. I'm not going to make a script. I'm just going to kind of freestyle it. So it's really, I view that as very passionate, not like scripted and stuff like that, which I feel like when people script things, sometimes it's not genuine. So it's kind of a different approach and not many people on YouTube do it. So let's just start in December and 2024. I'll probably do a video this weekend about my recap of 2024, what I did, what I rotated, how I'm balanced. My portfolio's done amazing in 23, amazing in 24. Both years I'm over 50% profit, so over 2x the S&P and basically the QQQs, which is great. Had some really good returns this year in Nvidia, Meta, Amazon, Palantir, Shopify. PayPal actually doubled up. So a lot of my big core positions are now double, but I'll get into that in another video. However, leading into 2025, what I kind of want to talk about is and how I feel like people are it's very 50-50 in Wall Street, which is great. There's a lot of people that are optimistic saying that the S&P is going to go to 7,000. And then there's a lot of people that are saying, oh no, we're going to sit around 61, 6,200, 6,000, or we're going to end the year. Some bear people are like 5,700, which would be down from where we're at now. So very interesting. Personally, I think we're going to have another 12 to 20% year in the S&P. So I'm a little more on the bullish side. Reason being, a lot of people are scared of tariffs and inflation, like inflation coming back. In my opinion, inflation is completely dead. There's no shot inflation, in my opinion, is coming back. And if there's any, there's no signs of it. People are just scared because of tariffs. Honestly, I think the whole tariff thing, it's more of a scare tactic. We're not messing around, establishing world dominance and getting that control back. Right or wrong, I don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest. So it's kind of one of those things where I feel like a lot of people always think, like, human psychology is, oh, let's always think of the worst case scenario, right? So people fear that inflation is going to come back. We're going to tackle on 100% tariffs or 200% tariffs. That way, global trade is going to come to a halt. Inflation is going to come out of control, and then no one's going to be able to afford anything. Consumers already beat down. I just don't think the upcoming administration is that silly to do that. They're kind of just strong arming people. Then, like I said, they just want to get control again. So I think people expect the worst, and really the worst never happens. So that's kind of why I'm a little more bullish on next year than most people, I feel like. The consumer's coming back. Real wages are growing. Unemployment right now is completely anchored. So as long as unemployment stays in the fours, like 4.75% or less, as long as the consumer has jobs, as long as they have jobs, they're going to continue to spend. You have to remember, most Americans, they don't save, they will never save, and they will continue to always spend. So you have to remember that. So basically, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't see a recession coming, and I don't see inflation coming out of control next year. So those are the two bear catalysts that most people on Wall Street are scared about right now. So now, if inflation went above 5% or 4.75%, then I would be getting a little weary because, like, oh my God, things are going to slow down. When people lose jobs, they don't spend, or they only buy essentials, like they pay their cell phone bill, they pay their mortgage. If they can, they'll still pay their car. So as long as we don't get to that point, I'm not going to really change my approach and what I'm going to do in 25. Like I said, I'll make a video this weekend on basically my strategy in 25, how my portfolio is balanced. Regrettable things, non-regrettable things, but I'll get into that more in detail in the next video. But Yeah, so just as a quick summary, I'm pretty optimistic in 25, but I'm prepared for the worst. And my portfolio, I think it did 56% or 53% returned this year, which is amazing. So I'm just positioned very well. I took some profits. I guess we can talk about that now. So in 24, some profits I did take was I took 30% of my Nvidia shares. When it hit about 147, 140, I sold out. I think it was late November, where the comps next year for Nvidia are really hard, in my opinion. They're still going to grow. It's still a great company. They're super profitable. But I do think they're going to struggle next year with comping what Wall Street wants them to comp and the growth they want them to do. So as far as evaluation, it's really not that stretched off the top of my head. I think the forward P is like a mid 30, which in a double digit growing high 70-80% margin company and controlling currently all market share on AI of like the premium stuff with the lead, it's really not that overvalued. But in case the economy pulls back or they have a huge miss or something like that, I really just wanted to take profits at least 30% just to kind of hedge for next year if things correct. There's other plays I want to get into or build bigger. So that's why I did that. I also took 20% of my profits on Palantir when it hit 70, or it hit 80 and I took it 78 per share. So that was same thing. That evaluation is completely stretched. However, as long as revenue growth keeps growing in that company, like if they come in with a 35 or a 32 or dare I say a 40% revenue growth next quarter, it's going over, well, if it hits a 40, it's going over 100. But if it hits like higher than where they were, I think they came in at a 29 or a 30 last quarter. As long as they keep growing, that's a play that's going to at least stay in the 80 range or 70-80 range and then move to 100 over time when people finally figure out the business model. That's the whole point with that stock. But I had a lot of shares in it and my cost base was $7. So again, I wanted to take 20% of that one to kind of cash up for next year. Not that I was low on cash, but I do see some fair points on the other side where like things might go south, which I'll get into another video also. But that's kind of my recap in 24 and like how my grand overview is in 25. But great year. I really want to make more videos and showing like what I'm buying, why I'm buying, what I'm selling, why I'm selling. I feel like I got a really good grasp on definitely the last administration. I really low-key nailed it. So I've been doing great in stocks. I've been doing it for now 6.5 years. So haven't taken a break, just kind of took a break, obviously shooting videos. But I feel like I can provide a lot of value to like newer people or people that want to start a portfolio, like how many stocks you should hold, what you should hold, why you should hold, how you diversify and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, make sure you like, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. How'd you guys do this year? And make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs next year. That should be very doable. I think it's only like 60 subs I need or less than that. So till my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.